Hey, chat, this was one of the historic decks that did well at the set championship this past weekend. Obviously, Indomitable Creativity flooping Serra's Emissary into play is something no one is a stranger to. But the one really kind of big piece of innovation that this team came up with for the set championship was 4 copies of Unexpected Windfall. So Windfall not only makes treasure tokens for Indomitable Creativity to target, but Unexpected Windfall on 4 lets you just hard cast a Serra's Emissary on turn 5. So it enables our combo card, but it also just ramps us into Emissary. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it feels. How does Hall Breach Breaker over Nezahal sound? I think the people that played this deck at the set championship were incredibly good Magic players, and I would bet significant amounts of money they tested that and ended up playing Nezahal anyways. I think that's exactly what it means, Jin, for sure. Yeah, Jin, Alchemy is just Wizards moving into the Hex design space, which is great. I loved Hex. That was great. I'm happy to have this be a thing. Yep. BT Dubs chat. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some Pokemon Unite at the very start of the day for an hour and a half or so until Alchemy goes live. And then once Alchemy goes live at 10 a.m. Central tomorrow, thereabouts, we're going to play all Alchemy Thursday. We're going to play all Alchemy Friday. And then I'm also going to be live Saturday and Sunday this weekend playing Alchemy. I will have a confirmed date by tomorrow, hopefully by this evening, but the weekend of December 18th is the next Hoaglandia Open, and it will be Alchemy. I will let folks know and put up an MTG Melee page for Saturday or Sunday once we land on a date, but it will be one of those 2 days for sure. Alchemy is a rotating format similar to Standard. Speaking of server problems, are we having them now? Redwick, thank you for the over 4 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Not only did they confirm Dragonite is coming to Pokemon Unite this month, but they leaked. There was an early press release page that went up and then was quickly taken down that said Pokemon Unite was going to be a part of Pokemon Worlds this year with $1 million prize pool. Which makes me excited. Running that Unite tournament a couple weekends ago, a game really makes a quality esports chat. Like that's actually a type of game that fits into an esports scene. It's quick, it's easy to follow, it's nice, quick to get into. There's lots of pretty colors and flashy things. It's easy to parse for people with the help of a good commentator what's going on and what they should care about. The console makes a better watch. I actually disagree with you, Gabo. When we did the Hoaglandia coverage, I used the mobile client via BlueStacks for the tournament because I think the mobile client's actually superior for the spectator client at the moment. All right, we're gonna restart Arena because apparently my queue's not firing. Fat Butters, thanks for 23 months. Welcome back. LaGrange, thank you for the resub. I appreciate the 5 months. Welcome back. Sorry I missed that. Sit in queue for 4 minutes, restart the client, immediately get paired. Quality software, chat. The Alchemy review is over an hour, so it's probably going to take a bit to process. If you want to watch it sooner rather than later, you can check the Twitch VOD. Scroll back to the beginning of today's stream.
Trick for this.
This matchup's probably really bad for us. Are we for sure finishing ME3 today? Yeah, I think so. I've got the ability to run a little bit late again today if I want, so we can play for 3 or 4 hours if we need to. Got me. I mean, we've got tools for the control matchup out of the sideboard. I'm conceding because I'll get to draw 7 and we'll go down to 1 card next turn. So, plenty of cards for the control matchup here. We could have Flame Blessed Bolted Narset. I'm going to be honest, chat. I almost conceded that matchup from the start. Oh, this only hits creatures. Yikes. My desire to play my combo deck game 1 into a matchup where my threats don't light up is not high. We actually just, like, don't really have the ability to kill them with much. Like, you look at our deck and look at our win conditions. They just like, Wrath of God, our Serra's emissaries, and we can't win the game anymore. Fine. Needs to draw some more lands. We have 2 cantrips here, technically. Like the night. Thanks for the 52 months. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. My body is ready to miss this land drop. Sometimes lucky. Peace was never an option for this crab chip. I have not played D&D in a long time. Someone asked what our next variety game is going to be after Mass Effect 3. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm leaning towards Ruined King, the new RPG game in the League of Legends universe that Riot released recently. Whatever we play next is going to be a little bit on the shorter side since Mass Effect was such a longer one. Something like sub 20 hours. I think Ruined King fits that description. Yeah, your play rate is much slower than the average person, Drum. Time to beat, I believe, is about 20 hours for the Ruined King. Last I checked. I usually tend to be on the faster side of time to beat estimates. I have heard that the console ports are kind of medium. I have a Steam version of Ruined King that Riot sent me. Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag league partner. Percent complete 2 for people not familiar with how games work is not just the main story. It's percent complete is like all the collectibles and extras too. The Dovin's veto need to be printed. It did not. Mace Stun, thanks for the 29 months. Welcome back.
slow this down. Keep up the pace.
Chat, the opponent just didn't understand what my card did. I think we have died.
I won't let you win. We need to move quickly.
The problem is, this Unexpected Windfall is pretty unlikely to resolve at this point. Am I going to untap with Shark Typhoon? Really surprised they didn't tell Shark Typhoon to go tuck itself. I'm doing this now, even though they could counterspell me, because if it resolves, I want a Shark Typhoon. Get 3/3.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
8, 9. Why did they shock? Confused.
Let's skip to the good part.
It's raining sharks. Hallelujah, it's raining sharks. Ha ha hawks. Dee 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 dee. Be dee 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 dee. Be dee dee.
Sorry I'm late.
Go. Dubs for people that care to save the date. The next open will definitely be on the 18th. It's gonna be a Saturday tournament this time through. So a week from this Saturday. We're not having it on immediately on release weekend like we usually do, because I'm gonna level with you, chat. I don't believe that Magic Arena is gonna have good uptime this weekend. And if it does, maybe it'll be a happy accident. But I think with as big of a change as Alchemy is to Arena systems, I think I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say we're gonna do the tournament the week after this time through. For my thoughts on ME3 going into the end game today, I've really enjoyed it. It's been really good. It feels like a good culmination of what 1 and 2 started. Yeah, you can have a charm. It's going to be Alchemy. Nice, May Stun. We embrace the future here at Homeland, yeah? Yeah, Alchemy is also in Historic, but Alchemy has far less of a chance to impact Historic. So, like, there'll be some changes, but, like, the difference between Standard and Alchemy will be much greater than the delta between Historic and Historic with Alchemy cards.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Hold that thought.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick to keep an open mind. Just wait a moment.
Draw, obviously. Okay, I think we tell Narset to just go tuck herself here. Do we? I guess if they down tick her... Nah, I think this is fine. Let's go up and pass.
Keep up the pace.
Obviously, I don't get to draw a card, but Teferi threatening ultimate seems valuable, and like if they down tick her, she's gone, and I have this to cycle. Probably Werewolves Messiah. Although, if I'm being completely honest, I'm also just excited to, like, get to play with other things that already exist in Standard that will just be more playable because Epiphany's getting nerfed. Yeah, we're getting Zarina in Pokemon Unite tomorrow with the patch. And then we are getting Dragonite as the next Pokemon after that.
My mind needs a rest.
We need to move quickly.
We need to move quickly. So I'm sequencing this way because I want to not get Mystic disputed. A skill game. We're rewarded for the sequencing with the Teferi.
You know what? I'm not done.
Yeah, Windfall's a very strong card in general, for sure. Oh, you know what? I should Heart Evidence here, right? Oh god, how do we ever beat this card, chat? We just can't, right? You don't, and that's the point. Yup. Yeah, I guess, do I need to leave Serra's Emissary in post-board to beat Hullbreaker Horror? Maybe I do, huh? You know what? We take those. We take those, chat.
Sorry I'm late. Let's skip to the good part.
Don't look at gift horse in the mouth. For reference, chat, this card doesn't stop Indomitable Creativity. Don't board it in.
Hurry.
Yeah, Creativity exiles cards off the top of your deck and then puts it into play from exile. Because consistent templating is overrated. I think we're supposed to leave Serra's some Serra's Emissary in our deck post board for the Hullbreaker. I think I messed that up, and we got a little bit lucky. I think I messed that up. I think if we play a matchup against Hullbreaker Horror again, we're gonna have both Nezahal and Emissary in our deck post board, I think. Remember, our deck is basically a blue-red deck, so keeping a hand without white mana is perfectly fine. It's like 5-color Niv. Oh, I'm gonna have to discard the hand size here, aren't I? That's fine. These flameless bolts aren't very good. I don't know when Mag is. So someone asked about Hullbreaker Horror at the start of the set. And again, this deck is a net deck from some of the best Magic players that played at the set championship this past weekend. And I would be incredibly surprised if the group of players that built this deck that we are playing didn't consider Hullbreaker and test it. So I am working off of the assumption that they tried it and decided it was not worthwhile or was worse than Nezahal. So as is the case that I frequently encourage all of you at home to do, is don't make changes to decks that you haven't played. Play games with as the deck was found to start. So that's a question we can think about as we play the games. I will say that Nezahal is a much better card to cheat into play on turns like 3, 4, 5 compared to some of your other cards that you could be playing, or compared to Hullbreaker Horror, because you like Hullbreaker Horror on turn 4 while you're tapped out and your opponent just kills it and then you have nothing, right? Make a treasure here. We need Bolter Fire Prophecy. Yeah, I saw that they spoiled another Alchemy card. The Garruk. Garruk is on fire. Hey, thanks for the over 4 years, Terran. Thank you for the very generous tier 3. Welcome back. Damn it, I zoomed and the page jumped. Alright, Wrath of the Wilds. Dear Wizards of the Coast, please get us digital copies of your cards that don't look like they were made for a 240 by 240 resolution monitor. Thank you. It's 2021. I should be able to zoom it. My screen's not even 4K, chat. My screen's only 1440, and this thing's a pixelated mess. Alright. Garruk, Wrath of the Wilds. 3 loyalty, 4 mana planeswalker. Choose a creature card in your hand. It perpetually gets +1/+1, and this spell costs 1 less to cast. Draft a card from Garruk Wild's spellbook and put it onto the battlefield. What do we got? 2/4, 3/2, 2 3s. Ferocious Pups. We got a bunch of like 2 2s and 2 3s. Sure. Until end of turn, creature you control get 3/3 and trample. This probably isn't very good. Seems like it probably doesn't quite do enough for how much you should be getting for 4 mana. We've got the limited kitchen sink as the spellbook. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Anger in the opener against the Citrus Suppliers deck seems good. Croxa is potentially a little scary here. They murdered my Pinchy boy, chat. What did he ever do to them? We do know all of the rebalance cards. Yeah, they actually announced those on the first day. So you'll be able to, my full Alchemy review will include all of the new digital cards and thoughts on rebalances up on YouTube this afternoon. $3 gig internet. I don't even know, like, what are people running data centers out of their home? Why do you need more than a gig? What are you doing? What's going on in your intertubes, chat? Sure, but like I don't even use my 500. Like, you have a server farm? I just want big tubes. Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, like, I have access to a gig up, a gig down, and I only pay for 500 down, 250 up. Like, oh, 40 up is the best you get. Yeah, I could see being excited for more than 40 up. I have 250 up, and that's like more than I'll ever touch. All right, do we name instant or sorcery with the second one? Obviously, we name creature. And then do I name instant or sorcery? I think it's instant game one, right? Oh, Blood Chiefs. Yeah, could be a reason. Host board, we definitely want to name sorcery because they'll have the destroy a creature that lose life equal to its toughness. Rest in pepperonis, definitely want that in our deck. And am I cutting here? Our main deck actually seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, maybe Martian. Maybe we're just supposed to name both removal. Since we're going to win the race. I can see that. This deck has to be better in an open deck list tournament. I mean, most interactive decks are better in an open deck list tournament. So that includes this one, yes. Liliana the Veil would be a good / fun add to Historic. Well, so Liliana the Veil is definitely a fun is zero sum card. I don't think Liliana the Veil is a particularly fun card. Do I think it's power level appropriate for Historic? Yeah, probably. I think Last Hope would be a great addition. I still really want an Innistrad remastered, chat. Innistrad remastered, yes please. I can't has Innistrad remastered now, please. We already looked at this, Marty. You're light years behind. I already gave my opinions and everything. Garrick Wrath of the Draft staples, chat. Garrick Wrath of the Green Bulk. Remastered sets are dead. I doubt they will ever do that again. Chat, I'm gonna let you know that I knew before I clicked on that person's name that the opinion remastered sets are dead. They'll never do that again. That was someone that was a gift sub on the channel. And you know how I knew that that was likely to be a gift sub, chat? Because people that are willing to give me their own money typically won't have opinions that stupid and nonsensical. Like that's man, so there's been some shit takes in chat lately, but like chat, the remaster sets are so incredibly profitable. They literally get to sell you full price sets that they don't have to do set design on. They skip a bunch of the work and they just have to program them.
Chat, why are you making him yell so much? His blood pressure is gonna be through the roof.
It was a gift sub. It's always the gift sub, Sonny.
I mean, they're still part of chat.
It's so nonsensical. Stuff like that where people just like insert their feelings as a this is reality. Just like fuck off. Like come on. Especially ones like that that go against the grain of... Maybe I should get rid of the land because this is going to find me lands. The thing that's incredibly profitable won't happen again, said the person living under capitalism. Stop it. Get some help. Jokes at you, opponent. I didn't want to cast these spells. Yeah, they're profitable and popular. Correct. Yeah. That's the other part. They're also popular. That's like the number of wankers in my Twitter mentions who have been like, I can't believe they gave us Alchemy. Nobody even wanted Alchemy. And I'm just like, me. I wanted Alchemy. I've been asking for Alchemy since Magic Arena existed. Fuck, I've been asking for Alchemy since before Magic Arena existed, chat. I was playing Moto and wishing that I could have something like Alchemy. All right, I'm gonna attack for 7 a couple times here, chat. It's gonna be great. This is my 7/7 with flying. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Playing what Alchemy... So if you haven't been keeping up, LaGrange, Alchemy is a new format coming to Magic Arena tomorrow. It will be a digital-only format that encompasses digital-only card designs and rebalanced cards from the original versions. So even if you were a Magic veteran, if you haven't been keeping up on news recently, it's brand new. They announced it last week. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna bring Magic kicking and screaming into the 21st century. We finally get to experience all the nice things that other digital card games have had for forever. Well, you have to understand, Jin, I was only excited in the video because I'm a paid WotC shill. And all I'm saying, WotC, is if you wanted to send me some stuff, I've got League of Legends stuff and Pokemon stuff here behind me. Some Magic the Gathering stuff would look pretty good right next to these other boxes, is all I'm saying. You know what, chat? At this point, I almost wish Wizards of the Coast would give us some amount of dusting, just so players who haven't experienced dusting before could be abused by a different psychologically abusive system that punishes them for making bad decisions. So many Magic players are like, I desperately want dusting. You know what, chat? Half or more of the people that are complaining there's not dusting in Arena would dust cards and then realize 3 weeks later that they needed them and end up spending even more money, most likely. Chat, Hearthstone doesn't let you dust your shit because it's consumer friendly. Hearthstone lets you dust your shit because it abuses you psychologically and encourages you to spend more money you didn't mean to spend. It's trading one predatory system for another. Don't advocate for dusting in Magic Arena. It's a shitty, bad system, just like Magic Arena's current economy is shitty and bad. If you want to advocate for something new and better, look at Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra is one of the only major card games with an actively player-friendly economy model. And for people that haven't tried Runeterra, in Runeterra there's no loot boxes. You spend money, and the things you spend money on are just exactly the cards you want. It's weird. It's strange, chat. I get to spend money and buy exactly what I want for the money? What a novel idea. It's almost like you're saying corporations aren't my friend. Yeah. And have dusting? No, Runeterra does not have dusting. No. In Runeterra, you can buy any tiered deck in their game for like less than 30 bucks. You think we're in trouble? Yeah, we need to combo sooner rather than later here. Yeah, there'll be Alchemy booster packs, is accurate. 12, 13, 14. Hope not to die in combat. Hope to put some Serra's Emissaries into play next turn. That's not dead, right? This is only +3. No, wait, how did I miscount that? This enters play. Thanks. Anonymous, thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. How did that? That was only... There were 2 triggers. Oh, they gained life twice. Got it. So it's +6. Math and stuff. Math and stuff. Needed our removal spells sooner that game. No, it's +6, chat. Don't say it was +3. It's +6. It was +3 twice. I only counted it as +3 once. Yeah, I needed to get 2 Serra's Emissaries almost positive. I feel like this match is probably pretty okay for us on average. We got run down there, but the odds of us having no removal like we did at the start of that game are pretty low. Yeah, a decent amount of pieces of spot removal to like kill their enablers or their payoffs before they get going. I think we're just supposed to do this. Aim creature instant. Never not DM. Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Opponent concurs with our conclusion. Just press the easy button. Every time I go into the tank about whether or not I want a creativity, we creativity, and then our opponent concedes. So very clearly we should just keep putting 7/7s into play. You get a 7/7 and you get a 7/7. Everybody gets a 7/7. Are we the bad guys? No, there's no cat or oven in our deck. Our deck ends the game quickly, chat. We are merciful. Nice. Let's do this now while they're tapped out, in case they have any tricks. Silly Thalia. This slow fair plan the opponent's going for doesn't seem particularly great into our archetype. Oh man, 5 mana, no plays. Does Pig stop our combo? It does not. It stops our treasures and clues from working, but the actual combo works just fine. Creativity destroys the things you're targeting. Another company. Heliod can give lifelink, so? Oh, you're saying that's why they're getting priority, sure. Do we eat the pig with the shark? No. I'm gonna kill the Thalia, and I'm gonna loot with Prismari Command. Just wanna find a creativity. Probably should have jumped with the crab there. You did, Gengar. I don't think it's very good. You did reasonable. That was the first thing we did this morning. Wanted to reverse those blocks. Next time you want to tell me I'm wrong, feel free to include a why you think I'm wrong, and you won't get a 10-minute break. For example, I put my blocks the way I did because I wanted to trade 1/1s. If you think trading 1/1s is wrong, feel free to articulate yourself instead of just being like, Jeff, you're wrong, with no validation. Morning, Raugrin. These are a few of my favorite things. Creature. Instant. Sorcery. They could have something like Seal Away here, theoretically. Nah, I'm just attacking with everything. I want to kill them, even if they gain some life next turn. If I leave an Emissary back and they gain any amount of life, I don't have lethal next turn. Yeah, so the odds of them having interaction here are low. I just want to kill them. Just end the game. Yeah, they're saying leave the creature one back to, like, play around something like, Seal Away. Good chat. Good chat. What's stimulating and engaging gameplay here, chat? My brain is huge. Yeah, we have protection from stuff too, chat. These are my 7/7s. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. I mean, if you chat, Historic's a format that doesn't really have any heroes. We're like the Batman of Historic, chat. We're like not really a good guy when you think about it, but we are beating up other bad guys. We're all anti-heroes here, chat. I didn't Flame Blast Bolt this cat, chat, because they have a Village Rites in hand. For those wondering. And Library Exile. Looking a little ravenous, chip. I was hoping to draw Anger for the turn or find another Flame Blessed Bolt or Fire Prophecy off of the iteration, so real big swing and miss there for us. We're looking for a crab here so we can throw it in front of the squirrel next turn. Okay. Okay. And then part of the problem here is even if we don't die next turn, we get to chump block with this crab. The cat's still draining us for 2 every turn, which kills us through Serra's Emissary. While simultaneously making it difficult to race. Looking at this card makes me chuckle because it reminds me of an Alchemy interaction I had the other day on social media. Someone was like, Jeff, the reason why people are upset about Alchemy is that because Alchemy rebalances will impact Historic, you can't just purchase a Historic deck and know that it's always going to be good like you could purchase Legacy and Modern decks. And it made me kind of lose my shit chuckling because looking at Modern and Legacy the last couple of years with how their designs have changed is just like, well, yeah, well, and not only even just like bans in those formats, but just like how those formats have evolved in a post post-Modern Horizons world, right? Oh, yeah, I totally could have done that. I should have played the untapped land. Yeah, if I would have played the untapped land, we could have hit both the ovens. Yeah, it's a good thought. Should have. I had already dragged my land into play. It's a good suggestion. I didn't think about that sequence. It's actually a pretty big mistake here. I have Prismari Command to help correct it a little bit, but I think it was increasingly unlikely even before Alchemy happened that standard cards were going to impact Historic to begin with. As the power level of Historic keeps going up and up and up, standard cards are less and less likely to be relevant. Oh, Luris does just get back the ovens, doesn't he? I can kill him at least. Yeah, if I would have killed both ovens, I could have killed Luris and the oven, right? So again, mistake on my part here, for sure. All right, so we're going to 6, and then they put us to 5 next turn. We can start attacking here. Then we have another Prismari Command for this other cat oven. Or this other oven. We can dodge Meathook Massacre for a little while. We can dodge a ball. They are 3 lands off of Meathook killing Serra's Emissary. I guess they have 2 treasures. They're actually 1 land off of Meathook killing Serra's Emissary. Oh, I miscounted because the cat was already in the ban. We're actually at 5, not 6. And then this is honestly like, this is the most frustrating part about playing against the opponent's archetype. Is like, just mechanically how long it's taking my opponent to execute their turns here is just so tedious. Like, one of these mirrors was like the top 8 of their tournament, right? Like, just watching players sit there and go back and forth with this nonsense. Wait, did it just skip my attack? God damn it, I clicked through my attack. And someone timed out. Wow, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I didn't bother watching any of the coverage. But the fact that someone timed out through it is, Wait, there was more than one timeout? No way. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Sitting here has removed my desire to continue playing Historic. So I'm gonna play Mass Effect 3. I should have just conceded the match, but I really just don't. We didn't attack because the Magic Arena interface fucked me. Like, clicked me through it. And that, honestly, chat, like, people keep asking me, like, I keep talking about being excited for Alchemy, and, like, I've been focusing on Brawl. That deck is the reason why, like, I really enjoy most of Historic, but there's, like, just enough cat oven in this format to make it just such a rancid shit stain that, like, I really hope we see rebalance changes to Historic focus cards sooner rather than later, and they do something about that deck. It's not even about power level, and the deck is, from a power level perspective, one of the best in the format. But if it was the best in the format and you didn't have to sit there dying of old age while it won the game, it would probably not be a big deal. But that's not the case, and you do sit there and die of old age while it wins the game, so I'm off it.